Hi, I'm Andre, and it's time for another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles episode recap. Turtle power, the Insecta Trifecta. We start with Shredder still in his bed, still getting mutagen pumped into him. Baxter Stockman is helping him out, and Shredder kind of gives a passive-aggressive thank you to Baxter. He's like, of all the mutants that I have that are big and powerful and are not doing well for me, the one I can rely on the most is my sad, pathetic housefly. You a housefly, Baxter. Yeah, that's one of those things you go, thank you? I guess. But Baxter has a plan to help Shredder out. He's going to create an insect army that will work for him, that will help him get money for Shredder, so that Shredder can get back on his feet, take the Foot Clan back over, and take over the city of New York. Meanwhile, the Turtles are hanging out with Casey Jones. So good to see Casey Jones has returned to the show. I was wondering where he went. Thought he went on vacation or something. He was pulling some Secret of the Ooze vacation time. And they're hanging out together playing Double Dragon. I suppose I kind of feel like it was a Double Dragon game there. Mikey, of course, brings pizzas. Raphael's about to eat a pizza, and a cockroach lands on his pizza. The Turtles are all freaking out because we all know that Raphael is afraid of bugs, and Raphael does not flinch at all. Knocks the cockroach off, eats the pizza, and he's like, dudes, we went to space with a planet full of bugs. I think I'm cool with bugs right now. What about when Mona Lisa took you to that planet when she betrayed you but then felt bad about it when you had to fight like big giant bugs? And Raphael's like, why are you bringing up old stuff? So the Turtles go out on patrol. Donatello and April are running around Brooklyn trying to see if there's any sign of Shredder or the Foot Clan. Leonardo and Mikey are supposed to be helping them, but they're too busy having a conversation over which cartoon is better. I feel like I've been in that conversation before. Meanwhile, Baxter Stockman has created his own mutants. He picked up this businessman and threw him in a vat of mutagen and turned him into a giant bug, and also had some ant bugs that were his underlings. With Baxter's new insect army, they go to rob a bank so they can get more money for Shredder, since Karai and Shinigami burned Shredder's money up in the last episode. But while robbing the bank, they run into Raphael and Casey Jones, and Raphael thought he was cool with bugs, thought he had no problems until he sees Baxter Stockman-Fly, plus this giant new bug, plus this ant that is able to replicate itself into 3 ants, and he freaks out. It's like he had an acid trip or something. He's like looking at all these bugs, and then he starts thinking about old bugs from his past. So he sees Lord Dreg in his visions, he sees the cockroach Terminator, and eventually he sees Mona Lisa, and he starts going, oh, Mona Lisa, and tries to run towards her, and then it turns out there's just more bugs around him, and he is just yelling and going crazy and screaming, and then we see that it's just him hallucinating all this stuff. Everyone else is like, what's going on? And because he was going so crazy, he left Casey Jones behind, and Casey gets kidnapped by all the bugs. Casey is trapped up in this whole spider web looking thing, and he gets mad at the giant bug that caught him into there. Can we also talk about the fact that this bug opens up its butt? There was like a nice close-up of his butt, because you know this show loves to have close-ups of butts, and then this little tube comes out of the butt and starts squirting green goo out of its butt hole, literally, onto Casey Jones. Okay, censors just let that get past, huh? Casey Jones hates this new bug, and he even refers to him as a scumbug, which I love that Scumbug took that as almost like a racist remark. He's like, how dare you call me that, you monkey? I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey now, come on. Can't we all just get along here? Casey Jones refers to the giant bug as Scumbug, and then later on in the episode, Michelangelo refers to the 3 ant creatures as Antrax. These are names of actual Ninja Turtle characters that came from the toy line and the 87 animated series back in the day. There was a Scumbug toy, and there was an Antrax toy, and I have a feeling there will be a Scumbug toy and an Antrax toy yet again. Thanks, Playmates. Gotta make that money. Playmates, play money. So the next step of their plan is to stop Karai after they know she's betrayed Shredder. And yet we get another scene where Karai is attacked. She's all talking smack like, I will defeat you. She gets captured, and then the Turtles rescue her. This is the 3rd week in a row where this has happened, where Karai has fought someone, got caught, and Turtles show up in the last second to save her. 3. That's it. We got it. If Karai can't save herself at this point, she don't need to be wearing that Shredder helmet. And they're all fighting and working together until once again, Raphael has a crazy vision. He goes insane. He thinks he sees Mona Lisa. He starts kissing Mona Lisa when it actually turns out to be Antrax instead. So is that going to start some shipping? Some Rantrax? Can't wait to see Rantrax going all over Tumblr. Raphael freaks out again, and because of his freak out, April, Karai, and Leonardo are captured by Stockman-Fly and Scumbug and Antrax. Raphael goes home to Master Splinter, and he has a talk with him about, I thought I was over this. I don't know why I can't still get over my fear of bugs. Splinter tells Raphael that even though he thinks he's gotten over his fear, sometimes the fear can come back to you and put you back in, as he puts it, shell shock. And I love that he was like, Pardon the pun. Come on, Splinter. How many times have Ninja Turtles used the term shell shock as a pun in the last 30 plus years that they've been in existence? Shell shock. Welcome to Shell Shock. Get rocked with the Shell Shock PTT. Come on. It's in the theme song. Knock, knock, you about to get shell shock. It's always about shell shock. You ain't putting something new out there, Splinter. Pardon the pun. Get out of here, man. That is the pun. It always been the pun. It will always be the pun. Shell shock. So Splinter's like, I'm gonna help you out, bruh. So he gives him this magical Japanese chant that makes him calm his nerves down so he's not afraid of bugs. Meanwhile, Donatello is perfecting a new weapon to use in their arsenal to defeat these bugs. It's this grappling hook backpack, shoots out these little grappling hooks and claws. It kind of looks like the Ghostbusters Proton Pack if you really look at it. They even strap it on like this. We had that Ninja Turtles Ghostbusters crossover in the comics, so I like when they sprinkle a little bit of Ghostbusters references in that, because that looked like a Proton Pack. And these come in handy just in time because the Turtles learn that the bugs and all their friends are trapped at the top of this construction tower, a building that's still being built. You know, the classic, like the ones where the baby will be going around and Tom and Jerry will be chasing them, that area. Classic cartoon hijinks always at the construction site. So of course, since the Turtles have to use these new grappling hook backpacks to get themselves into the air, and they're gonna be fighting in the air, you know what that means. It's the return to turf flight. Oh, buzz, buzz, buzz. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Buzz, buzz, buzz. The Turtles go up to fight these bugs. Raphael is about to freak out once again, but he does the chant that Master Splinter teaches him, and he's totally fine, and he's ready to kick butt like he usually does. So the Turtles win, they save the day, they save their friends, and Raphael goes home to Master Splinter and is like, thank you so much for teaching me that chant. What does that mean, by the way? And Splinter tells him, yeah, man, that was just Japanese for this means nothing. Which Splinter then explains it's because fear means nothing. Fear is not something that can actually be controlling of you. It's something that you control. So if you let fear control you, it does. But if you choose to not let fear control you, then it doesn't control you. That's deep, bruh. And then Splinter's like, don't tell the others because I may use it on them one day. I really love that moment. I don't think we've gotten a lot of Splinter talking to one or a number of the students in this season because they were in space. But I really like that scene. I really liked seeing Splinter and having that moment with one of his students. I always like when those moments happen because Splinter is just a really good teacher in this series, this version of the show. So always appreciate a good Splinter scene. Baxter goes back to Shredder and he's all nervous and afraid to tell him that his plan did not work. But then Shredder's like, well, maybe that plan didn't work, but this plan that you dipping mutagen up in my body, that is working. And all of a sudden he becomes Wolverine and spikes start coming out of his arm and his hands. And I was like, oh, that Super Shredder is coming. Nice to see that they took kind of what could have just been a flat out side story and still added some elements to keep this second half of the season going. Scumbug's just disgusting. That's a dirty looking thing. I mean, I know it's gonna be a toy, but it's just nasty looking. I just don't like bugs. Bugs are icky. So anytime I do a Raphael bug episode, I'm all like, oh, can it finish? Oh, 30 bugs. I start getting all itchy, like someone's crawling on me or something. Ugh, I can't stay. I don't like roaches. I don't like bugs. Give me some Raid quick. Raid! Boom, 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 boom. If you get that reference, thank you. Let me know what you thought about this episode. What do you thought about the icky bugs? What 80s toys or characters that have not been used yet in Ninja Turtles would you like to see? Thank you so much for watching this episode. If you are new here, please subscribe. I make new nerdy videos all week, every week, including Ninja Turtle recaps. I love you like a play cousin. I'm Addy 5000. Chain chomp yomp.